Hi guys. So today I want to talk about something a little bit different, not necessarily to do with um dealing with anxiety or anything, just something in general that tends to cause anxiety in people, or that people have a large amount of anxiety towards too, whether it's something that, you constantly do with anxiety or only in this, or you don't really feel it, but this idea causes it. Um and that is, starting your own business, maybe going after the career you've always wanted, you know, following your dreams in the work industry. So, whether you are wanting to start your own business or go after a certain career or do what I'm doing, I'm trying to, um, build up my own business as well as becoming a marine biologist. Um, just so then I don't know, can say you've built something on your own. You create something that you love doing and you make money from what you love doing, um, as well as something else. I mean, I want to go into marine conservation. That has been a main goal of mine for as long as I can remember. But I am also really quite crafty. I love making things. I love, making people happy, whether, it's helping them with something, buying something for them. So, I'm wanting to build up my own business so that I can make people happy, as well as, all my marine conservation stuff I want to do, saving the planet. And believe it or not, both kind of go hand in hand, because by learning safer ways to conserve the environment and learning safer ways to, you know, store things or pack things, safe way to dispose of things, I can then make my business as eco-friendly as possible while still delivering the best products I can by hand. So, like I said, whether you suffer with anxiety, whether you only feel anxiety in this, maybe just the thought of not knowing what you want to do with your life causes anxiety, I have some tips and tricks for you. So, number one, no matter what, go for what you want to do. So, whether you want to go to college or university or an apprenticeship, or maybe you want to just go straight to starting your own business, do it. However, I would recommend getting a good education first. This could either be as a backup if you change your mind, if things don't work out, um, but I would definitely recommend getting a good education. Now, GCSEs are obviously a minimum over here in the UK. It's very rare to find somebody that hasn't got them, or obviously equivalents if they're from an older generation. I know depending on where you're from, these can be different. Your age to get these can be different. But over here in the UK, you tend like you get them when you're in year 11, so you tend to be around 16, 15, 16 when you get them. But I would recommend going for A levels or BTECs or apprenticeship equivalents. Now, depending on your apprenticeships, this can be levels 1, 2, or 3, I believe. Obviously, depending on your apprenticeship, maybe you were able to get an apprenticeship when you turned, I don't know, 13. There are some places that do part-time apprenticeships alongside school, so you could be getting higher levels. But I would definitely recommend staying in education, whether it's through an apprenticeship or through a schooling program such as college or a sixth form, till you are 18 or 17, if like 17, 18, but definitely for that time. This then gives you a little bit longer to figure out what you want. You get to try new things. I know my secondary school, we didn't have that many subjects other than your core ones. So like we had like cooking, textiles, beauty, PE, woodwork, stuff like that. But then at college you had more options. You could try photography, sociology, psychology. I didn't try anything new at college. I already knew exactly what I wanted. But it gives you a chance to figure out what you want. 2, try and find summer courses or boot camps or maybe a day in the life of kind of things to broaden your horizon. Some of them are free, some do cost. So obviously be aware when you're researching stuff. Try loads of new things. Like I said, I didn't really need to do this. I did do a marine biologist for the day experience at the Deep the year before I started university, so I was halfway through my A-levels. My mum had organised this. I think she wanted to make sure it was something that I definitely wanted to go into before, spending all the money at university, getting into that debt with all the loans. It was great. I really enjoyed it. I went with one of my friends. I then did scuba diving, which just made my passion for this become more. So try different days. If you can't find any of those kind of things in your area, attend university open days. Now, a lot of the times you do have to be in college to be able to attend these open days. A lot of them you have to sign up for in advance so they can work out numbers. If you have an older sibling who's looking at universities, try to go to the open days with them, or an older friend, an older cousin, something like that. Try and go to open days. Go to college and sixth form open days as well around the times of your GCSEs. I don't know, walk into a random classroom, see what subject it is. You never know, you might end up liking it. Tip 3, if you are wanting to start your own business, I say go for it. You don't need to necessarily save up money in advance. Obviously, this depends on what you are wanting to do. I didn't have any money behind me when I did it. It's going at a slow rate, which is what I expect it to be. I've been a part of FM World selling perfume now for 6 weeks, and in the past week I have started selling handmade patchwork knitted blankets. I knit all the squares myself and then sew them all together. And yeah, it's going slow. I'm going to give it around 6 months before I decide whether or not to continue. This way it gives me time to experience at different times of the year. I mean, I've got Christmas coming up, so I'd expect more sales than what I've got. Set a time frame. For me, 6 months. If you are investing a lot of money into it and it is something that is worth a lot of money, I wouldn't recommend going more than 3 months, just because then you could be in massive losses. It's expensive. So yeah, give yourself a time frame. Don't just give up after like a week or 2. Although it can feel really down, especially when you see other people's success, especially people that started around the same time as you. Don't give up, keep going. It can, you can feel really down about it. 4, celebrate every little win that you have, whether it's getting your GCSEs, getting your A-levels or BTECs, completing a new level in an apprenticeship, your first sale, celebrate it, post it on social media. It'll get, it out there. You can feel better, create yourself a portfolio. It obviously depends what you want to go into. If you are wanting to start your own business or go into like hairdressing or woodwork or mechanics, stuff like that, build up portfolios, take pictures of every little thing that you've done towards it. If it's more academically based, like marine biology, psychology, sociology, English, math, stuff like that, keep a record of all your grades. A lot of times grades are posted online, so you can screenshot these. if you get them emailed to you, save your emails. Paper stuff, save your paper stuff. Any certificates, save your certificates. Just build up a portfolio, a record. If you do lab work, a lot of the times you get project books or lab workbooks or whatever you want to call them. Save them if you can. I have my chemistry and biology ones from A-levels. I had asked for them. Save as much as you can without saving too much. After an academic year, shorten your notes into either revision cards or smaller books, and then get rid of your bigger stuff and save the small stuff, just so you have something to look back to. But keep building yourself up. Celebrate every little thing that you do. And for my final thing, my final tip, no matter what other people say, don't listen to them. Don't let them bring you down. Obviously, if they're building you up, go for it. Like, hell, can you just write me, a quick review on Instagram if you're going to be that positive, Share it. But you don't need to listen to negative people. If somebody tells you can't do it, that should be more motivation to prove that you can do it. For example, I was told by a teacher at my secondary school that I wouldn't complete GCSE chemistry. There was no point in me even applying for A-level. And then I came out with, I believe, one of the top marks in my school, possibly my area. I'd completely smashed the practical report that we had to do. I think I was on like 2 or 3 marks off getting full marks with it. I came out with an A overall. So I went for it. Yes, I didn't do as well as what I thought I would in A-level chemistry. I don't think many people did in the year that I completed them. A lot of people seem to have got quite bad grades overall. But I worked hard. I did extra classes. I got a really good recommendation letter off my teacher for me to get into university, which is what got me there because my grades didn't. I had never been really good with exams anyway. I had A-level chemistry was all exam based, so I was really thankful for that review that I'd got and the recommendation of my teacher. But yeah, somebody telling you can't do it should be more motivation, but you should know when to stop if things are going wrong. If you are losing out on a lot of money, if you're having to borrow money, if you feel like you're putting too much work in and then you're not getting any time for you, if you don't love what you do, then you shouldn't do it. You should follow your dreams and do what you love and what you're passionate about. And then if you make money, great, that's extra. Yes, you need money in life to, get a house, buy food, but making money shouldn't be your main goal. Doing something you're passionate about should be. And then making money on the side is just a benefit and it helps you live. But what would you rather want? Would you rather want to be making money so you can survive and be miserable with life, or barely scraping by but enjoying every little thing that you do? Keep going at what you want, what you're passionate about, what you love, and eventually your money will start rolling in. You'll start making more and more money, and before you know it, you could be making thousands a year. Depending on what you want to go in, it could be millions a year, Just make sure you give yourself time frames, and if something isn't working out, then it wasn't meant to be. Try new things. You might think, you want to, be a dancer or an actor or a mechanic or an engineer, and then, maybe you go to an open day and you, walk into a lab, and then boom, you want to do science, you want to, become a scientist, become a biologist, become a chemist, So make sure you try new things, you experiment a little. Don't put all your money towards one goal and then be miserable. So on that note, I'm going to end the video here. Just follow your dreams, support each other's dreams, and I'll see you in my next vlog. Bye.